hello everyone, and welcome back to the how you say GNA podcast. I am your host for the evening, Druido, and this is my wonderful partner in Le Crime.
I was gonna do an accent, but I don't know what you're doing anymore. I don't know if is that German or is it French?
I know it sounds like both, right? It's like some ambiguous ambiguous European accent.
I was gonna do Canadian. We'll save it for next time. This is Sober O'Neill.
And we're back with another episode of DNA Podcast. Episode 20, the big 2-0.
Woo!
Yes, and today, just like any other day, or any other week I should say, it was a good week for anime. It's always a good week for anime, no?
Yes, it is. I would say this was more of a good week for, like, the two non-big shows, though. Like, the other 5 shows we're watching, not Attack on Titan or Hero Academia.
Agreed. Definitely agreed. But yeah, without any further ado, let's take it away. But, actually, with further ado, because if you do like these so far, by all means, hit that like button, because we appreciate you and your support. Now, without further ado, Sober O'Neill.
Now, without further ado, I will introduce Boku no Hero Academia Season 2, and was it Episode 8?
See.
Yes. So, it's basically the remaining matches with all the side characters. You get the lightning dude, Kaminari, and there's a girl from Class B who has something to do with vines. She has, like, vines growing in her hair, and she can shoot vines everywhere, and kind of an OP ability. A lot of the Class B people have OP as shit abilities.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're not in Class A.
I don't understand it either. There's definitely some Class A people who I can easily just, like, replace with them.
Oh, yeah, just swap them out. Because this Class B girl, first off, I love her character so much, because she's, like, this innocent, kind of, like, saintly character who's, like, renouncing violence and everything. But she beats the shit out. Well, she beats Kaminari by restraining him with her vines.
Which isn't hard because he's like brain dead at that point.
Oh yeah, he does his all out attack where he's like, 1.3 million volts, and then she just blocks it and beats him in a second because he's brain dead.
Also, can we just like pause and be like 1.3 million volts? Why are you trying to kill someone?
Oh
that,
that's like. Away. He was trying to kill her. He was just trying to fry her at that point.
Yeah, Jesus.
I forget who the second match was. It was Ida and Hatsume Mei.
Yes. I like how you say her full name, Hatsume Mei.
Oh, I always call her Hatsume Mei because it's Hatsume Miku. But Hatsume Mei. And that was actually my favorite match because it was just a 10-minute commercial. It was, so Ida was a bit gullible, or is a bit gullible. He fell for Hatsume Mei's little scheme where she gave him her equipment, and at first I'm thinking, it's like a bomb inside the equipment, or it's like she can remote control him or something. But no, it's just made so that she knows where he's going, so she can dodge him, while she gives her like 10-minute spiel on what all her gadgets do to all the people, the scouts there, so that they can buy her stuff. And then she just walks out the arena.
Yep.
After she does her little advertising. The other matches were.
I totally respect her. I want her. I wish you like they just add her on as like a permanent character.
I hope she gets a bigger role because she's like my favorite Class B person.
Absolutely.
Now. She's just so much fun. And then the rest of the matches were French dude and. I call him French. I don't know if he's French. The guy who shoots stomach lasers.
Yuga.
Yeah, Yuga and
Mina.
I'm glad you know their names. You're not just calling them like, oh wow, okay, you're learning. And then we have Crow Guy and
Tokoyami.
I forgot her name. Tokoyami and Yao. Was it?
Momo.
I can't pronounce it. Yao Yozu.
I just called her Momo. Fine. I just called her by first name. I was like, I'm not writing all that down.
Fine, Momo. Which he beats Momo like super easily by just pushing her out of bounds.
He just rings her
which
out.
I felt really bad for her because she looked devastated.
Yeah, she was so.
She was just so sad. And then we had the two people with the same ability, the Rock Dude and the Colossus,
aka Tetsu Tetsu and Kirishima.
I love Tetsu Tetsu because his name is just Steel Steel.
It's Tetsu 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 Tetsu.
Yeah, it's Steel 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 Steel, and he just turns into steel. So, yeah, and it was just a tie because they're like apparently even in every way,
and they just knocked
from
each
their
other
powers out. And as far as the main plot is concerned, we see Urara kind of nervous about her upcoming match against Bakugo, which makes sense because I'd be shitting my pants if I had to fight some like pyromaniac psycho. So she's kind of nervous and she goes downstairs to talk with Ida and everything. Deku finishes nerding out about all the people's powers that he's taking notes on and tries to give her his strategy for like how she can beat Bakugo. And she just kind of turns it down and is like, no, I want to do this on my own. So it ends with them walking to the arena, and then next episode is going to be a big-ass fight between Bakugo and Urara.
Or not so big.
I'm judging by that preview, it looked big. It's
Wait, I never saw. I don't watch previews because I don't want to be spoiled. I don't want to be spoiled.
Either way, it looked like it's going to be a good fight, so I hope she puts up a good fight. And I have not been impressed with any of the fights in this tournament, so hopefully this will be like the first good fight.
Yeah. Although, you know who really stood out in terms of like people and their abilities this episode?
Ooh.
Mina.
Yeah. She actually, I didn't know she could use her ability to just like slide around and like.
Like the ability to use her slide to slide around and then shoot acid, like that's actually pretty clutch.
It's pretty good utility.
Yeah. And I love how he's like, "Oh, I'm totally gonna beat you," and I'm just like, "Isn't it just wait for his stomach to like give up on him?"
Yeah. He has a really shitty power.
Yeah.
He uses it a little bit and he just gets a giant stomach ache and just loses.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's pretty much that, right?
I mean, yeah, honestly, there's not much we can say about it because there's nothing much happened in it. It's why I think it was better than last week's with the Shinso Deku fight.
Agreed.
But it still wasn't that strong of an episode.
Yeah, I feel like it's leading up.
It was just
I think next week's gonna make up for it.
Yeah, this was a pure setup episode.
Yeah.
So that's all I gotta say about that.
Speaking of setup episodes,
oh yes,
Attack on Titan 2.
Oh my god, I got a bone to pick with this episode.
This episode made me laugh. So the impact from the Colossus giant falling literally blows everyone away. Like everyone literally just gets blown the fuck back. And then Reiner kind of just eats Eren and dips. That's literally the opening. And then as the episode goes on, due to like this whole like craziness of what's happening, even the military police are being situated in the areas where there are Titans. Keep in mind, most people who join the military police, the whole point of them joining it is that so they never have to go out and fight Titans, so they can be cushy and live happy. But now that's like going away,
which is counterproductive because supposedly the people in the military police are like the best of the best in terms.
Yeah, they are. Only like the elite get to be the military police, which is stupid. Let's see. So Pixis is updated by the situation. The situation being like what's happening, how Eren got captured, how everyone got captured, everyone's a fucking Titan, etc., etc., etc.
They're all Titans, sir.
They're all Titans. And then they do a flashback to like Eren and yada yada, which I will say for later why that part is just like literally my favorite part of this episode. The flashback.
Better be. That was like half the episode.
But yeah. Mikasa, after the little flashback in her head, like, I guess it was her dream, she wakes up and she's like, "Where's Eren?" And he's like, "I don't know." And she's like, "Must get Eren." Like, she literally just
she gets
loses her
so
shit.
triggered.
Yeah, she is so triggered.
I hope someone makes a gif of that so I can just post that on Twitter and be like, my face when I'm triggered.
You're right. Yeah, her face next to Nina face. So yeah, and then she kind of gets like all like sad and emotional. She's like, "I just want to be next to him. Why does he keep leaving me?" And I'm just like, "Oh, that kind of makes me feel sad."
Yeah,
because it's not kind of just, you know, that crazy super yandere thing that she has for him.
Well, she has like a lot of attachment problems, you know, since her family died and everything.
Yeah, and then her next family died.
Both her families.
Her next family died. And then like the last member of her family literally keeps being kidnapped. or threatened, or is like being threatened or almost being killed. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for her. But then Hannes comes out and he's like, "Yeah, he's gonna keep fighting, so don't worry about it. We just have to pull ourselves together and find him." And
every time I see Hannes, I'm like, he's still alive.
Yo, Hannes, shout out to Hannes. He's he's my guy. He's my guy. And then they have a weirdly weird, short, aggressive eating montage where they just eat their rations and they're just like, we're chewing this food with fervor and with charisma, and we're kind of angry. We're gonna rally up. And
it reminded me of that Death. You never saw? Did you see Death Note?
Yeah.
The scene where Light is just eating potato chips and it's like all ultra dramatic for no reason.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
about.
Yeah. Yeah. Funny enough, quick sidebar, if anyone knows what the Netflix series of Sense8 is, I'm just pointing out that there's like another scene that I saw literally this week where like the guy's like super depressed and he just like eats popcorn and he's like eating it all like super, like, he almost seems spastic the way he just like just throwing it in his mouth. He's like, like, I'm so mad, I'm eating popcorn. And it's like, people who eat like that, I'm like, how do you, like, if you looked at yourselves in a mirror, you would laugh because you look so fucking stupid. But anyways, with all that aggressive eating done, they get their energy and they rest up a bit, and then they head out to the forest to rescue Eren. So yeah, next week is probably gonna be craziness. But yeah, getting back to my favorite part of the episode, the flashback. The flashback was just great because it was just like a fighting.
Flashback was an episode of Jerry Springer.
Exactly. It was a fight scene that made no sense. It literally made no sense, and that just made me laugh so hard.
It was better than the Titan fight.
Exactly, right? I was like, this may be one of the. I said, it's like, this is arguably one of the best fight scenes in the show.
It was though. Yo, Mikasa turned into Suzaku real quick. She like flying kick to the guy's face, and
grabs.
She like twisted another guy in the air.
And just like throws him into the other guy, like just with her hand in his face, and the other guy. Yeah, shout out to Erwin for. Sorry, Erwin. Shout out to Eden for not being a bitch. Where he didn't leave Mikasa to like take on 3 people at once.
Yeah.
As opposed to fucking Armin, who's like, "Oh yeah, just let Mikasa take them all 3 at a time." I mean, it's not like there's 3 of us and 3 of them or anything.
I love the part where the actual military Lord Hannes and
they're all just like, whatever.
Whatever, kids will be kids. They're over here like choking each other out.
They're just shouting each other. Yeah, I throw a bottle at one dude, and he's like, "Come fight me, bitch!" And fuck the police. And then because they don't have guns and they can't just shoot people, Hannes tries to settle things with his fists. and then they start fighting too, and I'm just like, yes. And then another military police guy comes, and we're like, boo,
boo, stop fighting, stop trying to stop the fight.
That was literally the best fight of Attack on Titan.
Yes, that was the best fight of Attack on Titan. Involved a bunch of kids and drunk police officers.
Yup, sounds about right.
The other than that, though, I mean, I think that this was the most boring episode of the second season. I guess the other episode set the bar so high where it's like
they needed a low before we go high again. It can't just be high.
Yeah, I wish it was though. Not anything could be Code Geass R2.
Yeah, not every anime can be Code Geass R2. Definitely not.
But yeah, so
I was gonna say nothing could be Code Geass either, but I remember the cat scene. I remember the cat episode.
Oh wow. Yeah, those are their low periods.
Yeah, right. Which is still good periods as well.
But I have a feeling, obviously, next week is going to be amazing because they're going to do the whole forest fight, I assume.
Yeah,
and then we have an amazing episode of Boku no Hero Academia, so I think we're going to get two, like, amazing top-tier episodes from both those shows next week.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Moving on?
Yes, to... Is this my episode of the week?
Oh, is it mine? I
think it might be mine. I'm not. I gotta recall. I'll place it on hold for now. So we go through everything.
It definitely might be mine. Literally just for the opening scene. Literally just for the opening scene.
What? When Elf gets shut down?
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. I know this is. I'm gonna hijack. I know this is your anime right now. I'm gonna hijack just the opening part because.
Go for it,
girl. When I tell you, fucking Muramasa read Yamada Elf for filth, I was like, oh shit. Oh my god. He said, oh my fucking Elf. Yamada was like, it's not even like I don't, like I said, I like Elf. I really do. Even the obnoxious part of her, like I've gotten used to it. And she was like, going back into like episode 1 or episode 2, you know, super bitchy mode, where she's like, oh, I'm so better than everyone, ha ha ha. And then Muramasa's just like,
2 million copies.
How many do I have? She's like, oh, 14.5 million. She's like, what? And she's like, huh, I guess when you have 1 million sales apart, you can say anything you want. Isn't that what someone said to me once? And I'm like, oh.
She just like sunk down and walked away off screen.
Oh my god. I would say she had a seat, but Yamada couldn't even find the seat. She just went straight to the floor and went somewhere else. Damn. She made me clutch my pearls. I was like, damn, girl.
Yeah,
why
she got destroyed in the opening.
Damn. Yeah, I know most people who are watching this are straight are like, oh, it wasn't that serious. He just had, just got a sick burn. But I'm like, to the gay people, that's like, that's everything.
If I was her, I wouldn't be able to show my face for at least another couple episodes.
Yeah, I would just go away somewhere.
Yeah, I would just become a background character real quick and then come back later.
Okay, so now that overall that hype, please continue.
Okay, so after Yamada gets destroyed, we find out that Muramasa is aiming to take down Masamune, and she will stop at nothing because that's her goal, and yada yada yada. Then Masamune is like, well, we'll see. Whoever wins the contest will be the winner, and if I win, I could, same thing as always. I get to publish my book and my spot. She reveals that she's the reason that he can't publish his book because she took his spot, and she says basically, I already beat you. So they go off to do the contest. Masamune is kind of feeling guilty because he kind of entered into the fight without consulting his sister, and his sister's like, I don't care as long as you're willing to fight for me. So they get started on Yamada comes back and drills Masamune on how to create a short story because apparently he doesn't know how to write short stories, only long ass novels. And then Muramasa shows up in a schoolgirl outfit halfway through the episode to kind of like confront him. And we get this interesting insight on she wants him to work for her. And she gives her whole backstory on why she's so interested in him. And it actually was an interesting perspective. It turns out that she is a fan of his and a huge fan of his. And she doesn't want him to start writing, romantic comedies because she likes his battle shonen light novel better. So she took his spot and was aggressive towards him to see if he would go back to just writing battle shonens. But he refuses to because Saigiri comes down and tears them apart. He gets revenge for Yamada and fucking destroys Muramasa. And then they enter the light novel. Well, he submits his light novel, his short story rather, and ends up winning the contest because Muramasa kind of disqualified herself. And that was the episode in a nutshell.
Okay, first of all, Saigiri definitely did not destroy her. She kind of
destroyed her. She destroyed her.
She didn't say anything insulting at all. She was just like, give her.
She basically essentially said, "Get the fuck off my man and get the fuck out of my house." And then
she didn't say. She didn't say any of those two.
She literally said, "He's mine, not yours."
Yeah, she just said that he's mine. Like that's it. She fought for her man, which is commendable. She didn't read anyone. Listen, no. Listen.
She doesn't know enough about Muramasa to like read her and fucking.
Okay, and that's fine. Shit. That's fine. She doesn't have enough to do it. I'm saying she didn't. She didn't really.
I don't know. I think you're just. It's overshadowed by like Muramasa's earlier destruction of Yamada.
Yeah, like.
It's still. If it wasn't,
it's not really destruction. Muramasa just like, oh, she thought Muramasa like cried in tears and ran away because of what Saigiri said.
She almost pretty much did. She just walked away.
She walked away because
like, I'll kill you if you fuck up this novel.
Yeah, she walked away because Muramasa said no. The difference between her running away because Saigiri hurt her with her words and leaving because some guy shot you down.
I don't know. I think she shot him. She shot her down.
This is the art of unless you know something about the art of reading in shade. I know you have it.
I didn't say it was shade. She just
wasn't shade.
Came up
I'm
there.
Saying the art of reading in shade.
I honestly was half expecting her to just walk down the stairs and slap Muramasa in the face.
Oh my god, that would have been amazing. But that would have been so amazing. But yeah, Also, you left some interesting things out.
Well, that's for us to discuss.
Yeah. First of all, I like Muramasa as a whole because she's just like a nice Yamada counter. Like literally at every point, like she just when Yamada gets like a little too like extra, she's just like
she balances her out.
She's just, like
I can see them being friends.
Yeah. She's a nice Yamada counter. Once again, Saigiri can't help herself. She has her perv mask on.
So that was like one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah, as she's like, as Muramasa's diligently writing her scene out, Saigiri's like, hey, could you like, she's not really paying attention to anything, so she just lift her skirt a little. I'm like, what? Asking her brother to essentially commit
sexually assault somebody else.
Yeah. Like, Jesus. You know, it was one thing to try to convince girls to show their panties to your sister, but just to lift up a girl's skirt, like, ugh. And then, like, the end scene, which it did, but it didn't make sense.
What, the disqualification part?
No,
the part where they're on the bench and they're...
Yeah, Muramasa confesses to him, and I'm just like...
Yeah. I totally forgot about that part.
Yeah, it was just weird, because it's like you don't...
That's actually my biggest problem. Yeah, that's my biggest problem with this episode, is it was... If it had ended with Saigiri when she came down the steps and yelled at Muramasa, that would have been the perfect spot to end it at. I don't know why they felt the need to wrap up the entire arc of the light novel contest and then have Muramasa confess to Masamune, like, within a 2-minute period of time. Like, that felt so unnatural.
It did, and it's probably because I don't know. I feel like if the only reason they have to do that is because they're literally just trying to fit so much more. Like they just have too much more to fit in. So it's like, all right.
So that's what's leading me to believe that this is going to be like 12 or 13 episodes. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be 25 because they wouldn't have rushed it like that quickly. It's too important to rush.
Yeah.
So that kind of felt awkward.
Yeah, I agree. It's like you don't know him. You literally just met him for like one.
Also, it reminded me of that. I think it's Stephen King that did that novel with the guy gets kidnapped. There's like a famous author, and he gets kidnapped by one of his fans, and she like forces him to finish his novel. It reminded me of that.
Yeah, definitely giving up like crazy,
creepy stalker vibes. Yeah,
just a bit. Yeah, especially because like, oh, I express my love to you. It's like she's kind of like with her obsession.
Less murdery.
Yeah, except less murdery.
So a non-cool,
Sure.
I don't know. I like her though. I like her character.
I do. I like her too.
I don't know. She's just outshined by Elf and Saigiri for me.
Yeah, there's a lot. Like I feel like maybe it'll be just like with like Elf, like where she doesn't seem that much of her personality at first, it's because like this is her introduction episode, but then she gets developed and she gets better and yada yada yada, and we all love her.
Yeah. Also, I don't know which direction it's gonna take now because, like,
some kind of competition with some sort of thing has to do with writing. Blah blah.
I don't know. So is this book published now?
Yeah. Hopefully they get back to like the main plot, the main like overarching plot, which is like writing the book before something else happens.
Yeah, I don't think they have any more characters to introduce. So.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Yeah. Anything else before I move on?
Nope. I think that's it.
Nope. Alrighty then. Don Mayachi. Episode 6 starts off where it leaves off from the last episode. With Ice taking on Undayas, the dungeon boss of that level, and it's a decent fight. She gets blown away for like most of it, and then she literally becomes Fate Testarossa from Nanaha, and literally just fucking kills him.
Yeah. Because we can't have Ice losing a fight. That'd be too insane.
She lost last time. That's why she's going all crazy now.
No.
She lost. Like, she got her ass
She did lose. She lost, but it was not like... She lost to somebody
like... what are you talking about? Like, what do you want?
I don't like her being painted as so, like, I don't know, overly godly powerful.
Except she's not, because she just lost last episode.
Like, I don't count that as a loss. Like, if you lose to like the last quote unquote final boss type character, that's not really.
It is a loss. It's called losing. Like, that's why the word you apply the word losing, because you lost.
No, I don't know.
She lost last episode and she won this episode. Either way,
still painted as overpowered.
Okay. Literally, I'm looking at my notes. I'm looking at my notes, and I'm just like, I kind of don't understand what's happening, and like my mind is like slowly remembering. I'm like, okay.
It wasn't that complicated an episode.
It wasn't. I have certain. I'm like switching the memories, and like the notes in my head, like it's not matching up. Oh, it wasn't. So yeah, essentially after the fight, she runs into the white-haired dude from the bar. He's literally just on the floor, something happened to him, mind down, I think they called it. And she just, after they heal him up, she stays with him while he recovers. He wakes up and he literally rolls away.
I'm so glad they kept that scene. He just yells and barrel rolls out of there.
I'm like, wait, what? and then she starts, and then she gets all mad and huffy puffy about it. And she gets back, and then Riveria is like, what happened? She's like, he ran away. And then Riveria teases her, and she gets all cute and huffy and puffy about it.
First time she actually shows emotion.
I know. I mean, she does the huffy puffy. She did the huffy and puffy thing around.
She did the huffy puffy thing before, but now she actually like outward, like she shoved Riviera and was all like mopey about it in her room and stuff.
Yeah, so she was kind of cute. Then later on, she asked Loki for her update, and she now reached level 6. Woo!
Whatever that means.
Yeah, whatever that means. And then, speaking of level 6, all the other level 6s have a meeting along with Loki. They mention how the mysterious woman who beat her last episode, she keeps referring to her as Arya, and then they're all like, So apparently that means some shit. I don't know what it means, but it means something.
Means some shit's going down.
Mm-hmm. Then, what's her face? Loki asks for Ice to discuss it before they go on their next expedition, but apparently Ice, she left to go to the dungeon alone. Before then, she goes to the guild. Is it just called the guild, or is it just like a guild?
I think it's. Oh, that's a good question.
Because the way he phrased it was like, it seemed like, oh, she's at the guild. Like,
I mean, it could mean the guild because it's like the only guild in that town. So it's like, oh, she's at the guild. She's at the bar.
So yeah, she does go to the guild, and she finally learns the name of the boy that she's been saving. His name is Bell. And then the person who's supposed to be in charge of Belle kind of shirks in her duties, and she's like, hey, Ice, can you cover for me? Thanks. So Ice chases after him and essentially rescues him
again.
And then after that, a mystery mage offers up a quest to Ice. And that's pretty much where the episode ends.
So is your episode of the week?
Oh god, no. Definitely a manga.
I'm just glad they gave Ice her little personality moment. So
they did.
I'm happy.
I know. I can't. Unfortunately, they're gonna go back to Lafia, and it's gonna be all like.
Oh right, that's who's been missing. Right.
Yeah.
No, they're gonna go back to her, and it's gonna be boring again.
Yeah. Yeah, but see, this is my problem about Danmachi, well, at least this series. It's just, even all this stuff happened, it still seems so lackluster. Like, I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, no, it's very like
the fight scene with the monster was very generic to me. Like, it just felt very generic. Like, nothing special about it. Like, oh, it's just her zooming around like she.
But this is why I don't like Ice, because this is what I meant when I said she's overpowered. It's like there's no tension really, because with the first season, when you get it from Belle's perspective, he's weak as shit. So like every fight is like life or death, and he's getting fucked up, and you don't know if he's gonna win or what's gonna happen. But when you get it from Ice perspective, it's just like, oh, let me just kill these 15 Minotaurs real quick and like blow everybody apart. So it's like, plus it just doesn't feel like there's a sense of urgency in any of her fights. There's just like,
to be fair, she could have easily like been, before she went all like Super Saiyan, like she got badly like fucked up. Like it wasn't just like, oh, I'm so great. Like she was like bleeding and like her clothes are torn and she's kind of a mess.
But that was like the floor boss type enemy, so it's not like it was just And
so
even then,
she got messed up by
too
him.
fucked. She wasn't fucked up like Lafia was fucked up when she was fighting the plant thing.
What are you talking about? She literally was like, she almost kind of like moved her, like she was holding her arm.
No, she was torn. Like her clothes were torn up and stuff, and she was limping. But it wasn't like she was. Let's put it this way: I knew she wasn't done. Like when I saw Lafia knocked out, bleeding, I was like, "Oh shit, is she gonna die?" But when it's ice, I'm just like, "Oh, she's just gonna get Super Saiyan 2 and fucking come back and kill the thing."
Oh, I didn't expect that because I didn't think she was gonna beat him. Because I thought.
But I also feel like the show's just doing this thing where it's trying to fit. Like I liked it at first, where it was doing all these little parallels with the first season, but now it just feels like it's just trying to do that. So it's like jumping all over itself to move the plot around so that it matches so closely. Yeah, it lines up with the first season. And I think it's just doing too hard of trying to do that instead of being its own thing.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't mind if it diverged from the first season for, like, a couple episodes or something. Not just, alternate retelling of the first season.
Yeah, especially when it's, like, so, like, bland. It's just really bland. Like, all the fight scenes are just... I don't know.
If I wanted to see this, I would just watch the first season, which has like better production value and like better fights and way better characters.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't know. I'm on the fence about the series.
Yeah, you already know how I feel about it.
Oh yeah, you hate it.
I don't hate it. I'm just like, in comparison to everything else, I just don't care.
Oh yeah, well,
even compared to Jinno Guardian.
I was about to say Jinno Guardian.
Even that's better. I take that.
Wow, wow.
Even though that doesn't make any sense, it makes no sense.
It doesn't.
But you know what? It's entertaining. It's entertaining.
Oh my god, that's a sad statement you just made.
Mm-hmm, and I stand by it.
All right. Next up, you have anything else you want to say about the show?
You can go ahead.
Okay, Renai Boken. I think this is my episode of the week. Renai Boken.
Is it mine? No, you can continue. I don't know. This is the Eromanga Sensei thing because I just watched.
Yeah, the Eromanga was really good this week too.
That opening scene was so powerful. Yeah, that has my episode of the week.
So Renai Boken, it was weird because the first half of the episode opens up with kind of like a side story almost, where Guri is getting ready to go to the festival that they're gonna have tonight. So she gets to Yukata, and then she invites Seiji, but Seiji's like, "No, I'm already going out with Akane and Yuzu to the aquarium, so I can't go." And Guri kind of gets pissy about it and storms off, and ends up meeting like Mr. Perfect, who's just chilling out, and asks her out on a date. And she goes on a date with him. They go around the city and they do all the typical date things. He buys her a bunch of stuff. They go out to eat. They go to a cafe. Then he ends up going with her to the festival. All the while, she's just talking to him about how she's confused about what love is and how she has a boyfriend, but he's kind of just like, oh, well, I guess your boyfriend doesn't, you're not getting along with him. Kind of like planting the seeds for, I'm going to steal you from your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Until we get to the point where they're watching fireworks together, and he kind of goes in for a kiss, and she like pokes his eyes out, and is like, "Yeah, no, you're way better than Seiji is, but I just feel weird about this." So later,
good,
and she runs off.
Mad fucking suspicious.
I know. I'd like lock her up in a sex dungeon or something.
Yeah, right.
So she runs off, ends up running into Seiji. And probably I thought was an extremely cute moment, underrated moment. But she just he's like, oh, I came to the festival because I knew you'd be here and blah, blah. So she just kisses him. And it looked really cute and it was nice. It was a heartwarming moment.
Yeah, it was a good moment.
So Akane showed up and was just like, stab.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because Guri was like, I think I know about, what you what you said last time. And meanwhile, while she's explaining her whole situation, Akane's just giving her like this fucking dead eye stare, like I'm gonna fucking kill you in like 3 seconds. So it turns out that the Mr. Perfect guy was actually the devil, somebody the devil possessed to kind of lead Guri astray, but it didn't work out. So, which I figured about halfway through the date. I'm like, nope, this is set up by somebody. So
yeah, I know the first moment I saw him, I was like,
he was too perfect. I was like, no, this is I was like, either he's gonna be like evil and he's trying to
like,
kidnap Guri or something.
Or...
Like, yeah, he's gonna traffic her or rape her or something, or like this is the devil in disguise. But so that happens, and then the second half of the episode is focused on the actual main plot. Akane's mother finds out that she is in love with Seiji, and according to Akane's family's rules, they're not allowed to fall in love. So she tells Akane to break up with Seiji. She acknowledges that, and then she gets locked up in the dungeon, I guess. And then we kind of just get, for the rest of the episode, we just kind of get backstory on how Akane fell in love with Seiji and what her family's like. And it kind of ends with Guri, Yuzu, Seiji, Aqua, Akane, not Akane, and, what was her name again? Crazy bitch.
Shikimi.
Yeah, Shikimi, going to try and free Akane. So we finally got Akane's backstory and the reason why she likes Seiji, which at first I kind of was disappointed by, but as I thought about it, I kind of like the reasons.
Yeah.
I kind of liked her whole backstory too, so.
Yeah, like it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. They even went a little bit into detail about Yuzu's powers, finally.
Yeah. And in the sense that it's just a power.
Well, at least they acknowledge it. But, yeah, I think overall it was a really good episode. I'm glad it touched on the main plot, and we finally got Akane's situation being addressed.
Yeah.
And it still managed to be funny in the first half. Because Guri's amazing.
It was funny in the second half, too, because Seiji just...
For certain parts.
Seiji got shot.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. By the fucking...
And he's like... It's like, did you get shot in the head?
Yeah, some assassins tried to kill Seiji. Forgot about that part.
Yeah, like it was really funny.
No, but I like that about the show. It can still be funny and maintain the plot, which is a surprisingly good plot.
Yeah.
I also like the Yuzu Guri maid cafe. Where Yuzu was just shitting on the maid casually.
Like, whoa, what is this shitty tea and this shitty service? Yeah, people like her need to just stay in their house. Leave us normal people the fuck alone.
Yes.
Yes, good episode. Anything else to say before I move on?
Other than I'm looking forward to next week, no.
Okay, last but not least.
Last but not least is Gendo Guardian.
Nope.
Oh no, you have Gendo Guardian.
You're right. I'm like, wait a minute, I never do Alice.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm trying to skip out on Gendo Guardian.
No, I'm fine. I'm
you
fine talking
love
about
it so much.
I'm fine talking about it because a lot happened, but not a lot happened.
I was giving it credit last week for finally making sense. I guess that just went out the window.
No. So they, as the fight's going on, they're pretty much like reemphasizing his duty to protect the goddess's tomb from the tomb raiders. I just call them tomb raiders because that's just the term I'm comfortable with. But yeah, and you would think that having a giant mech, they'd be like hot shit and stuff. Nope. The Tomb Raiders completely fucked the mech up. Like, they pretty much destroyed with all these like cool, crazy powers that they have. Like, even when he got out his I love how he literally just had like a giant mech like handgun. and like tries to kill the snipers, and then she literally just uses the diamond card to like reflect it back.
I didn't get the fuck was going on in that scene.
Yeah, and then apparently like she was hypnotized by the club's card, and she just couldn't stop shooting. Like, I must shoot the spade. And then they like restrained her, and I'm just like, all right. And like a final attack that pretty much knocks down the mech. Grandpa's save data is corrupted, and so Sentry goes away. And I guess by him dying triggers some kind of event that like unlocks
Seiji's powers.
Yeah, unlocks Seiji's powers because he becomes the last guardian. So I guess his powers get passed.
Also, his name is not Seiji. We're
it's
totally
not
fucking
Seiji.
it up.
It's not Seiji. You call it Seiji. It's Suijin. It's Suijin. God damn it.
Oh man.
Thank you for trying to correct me by giving me the wrong name. Thanks.
Sorry. Why do we have this and Renai Boken right next to each other?
Suijin gets his powers. And then somehow he's able to use the same card ability that the female Tomb Raider was able to use, and literally defeats them very, very soundly. It's pretty funny. And then at the last 2 seconds, he's like, I guess because like, oh, this is just like a trial for him to awaken his powers. Everyone goes away, which is kind of sad. It's like, I'm here now. I don't exist anymore. When? So he's like in some like, I don't know, just floating through space, and then all of a sudden, someone's like, "Oh, you're not the last guardian. The last guardian is me," and literally blows him the fuck back with a shotgun.
Everyone died this episode, as far as I'm concerned. Literally, everyone died. Everyone that appeared in the episode died.
True.
This show reminds me of like when I was a kid and I would write stories, and I would just add random shit to the story because I thought, like, without any rhyme or reason, like, yeah, he was a warrior and he had to fight these 5 demons, but then one of the demons had a brother, and then the brother had a fucking uncle, and then the uncle was an arch demon. Like, it was just shit just keeps piling on top of each other to not make any sense. Yeah. And that's what I feel like when I'm watching this show.
Yeah, but you know, at least on like
no, I'm sorry, I can't see this in any way, shape, or form being better than Danmachi.
I'm sorry, I'd rather take the entertainment over.
What entertainment?
It's like flashy, crazy, stupid shit happening over Danmachi, where just like it's some chick running around with her sword yelling Tempest half the fucking time. Like that's all. Like I just described to you like the past 3 episodes of Danmachi.
Well, at least you can describe Danmachi. I can't even fucking make heads or tails of the Gendo Guardian.
That's okay. Just go with it.
No, it's very not okay.
Listen, I accept it for what it is, and I feel like it knows that it's kind of crazy, and that's okay, and it just doesn't care. I can respect
it definitely knows that it's crazy.
And I can respect that it's crazy, and clearly just does not give a shit anymore, or never did give a shit to begin with. As opposed to Danmachi, who's like, we're so firmly established that we're going to just plant ourselves and be so structured that we're going to sacrifice any kind of excitement or anything good happening ever. Yeah. Like if you sit me down and tell me which episode would you rather watch, 10 minutes of crazy shit happening or 20 minutes of essentially nothing happening, I'll take Gendo Guardian.
Alright, what if Gendo Guardian was 20 minutes? Would you prefer watching Gendo Guardian over Danmachi still?
Oh, that's hard. That's hard. I
All right,
can't.
listen, I know Danmachi is not the most thrilling show out there, but it's like leagues ahead of Gintama. I can't honestly. I don't know how you're having this like crisis.
Maybe
right
if it's funny, maybe if it's not a crisis, it's enlightenment. Thank you very much.
It's a crisis of opinion. It's like
your face is a crisis of opinion. How about that, asshole?
At least my face knows No Guardian is nowhere near as good as Danmachi. Anyway,
I feel like you just don't like it because it just doesn't make any sense. Like that's all
it doesn't make any sense. That's a big reason to not like something.
I know that's a good reason. Sense. That's a good reason. Doesn't make any sense. But keep in mind, whatchamacallit, neither did Lucky Star, and we still watched.
Okay, but all right, but well, there's a difference. Lucky Star was like it made sense in the framework of the episodes that it was in.
The fact that it was
this literally makes no sense. But listen, you can be a random like one of my favorite comedies all time is Pawnee Pony Dash, which is just obscene, like random comedy that makes no sense whatsoever in any way, shape, or form, but it's funny. This show is just like random shit that just happens, and it doesn't have any other leg to stand on. Like its action isn't particularly amazing. The characters aren't really amazing.
The action's better than Danmachi's.
No, it's not.
Yes, I literally would watch. I like this episode more than. I definitely like this episode more than the other one because, like you said, it was just like, oh, she's gonna fight. She's gonna yell Tempest. She may win, she may not. Everyone else is gonna be like, let's talk about the stuff that happened in side A of the series, which would be more interesting if we watched it happen as opposed to watching people talk about it. But that's just my
maybe I'm biased because I saw the first season, but
I feel like you are.
Danmachi is not. But even if I'm sorry, I can't imagine, even if I was unbiased, that Kendo Guardian is being more entertaining than
okay, as a whole. No, I'm just for this episode, for this week. I feel like it just was.
Right. I don't know about
in
that.
My humble opinion. It's like me having my Naruto moment. Like, think about everyone who says Naruto's.
All right. Can we not get the hate comments, please?
Okay. I'm done triggering everyone.
It'd be like, but it would be like if you told me, I don't know, Naruto was better than, I don't know, this week's episode of Super or something. I'd be like, what the fuck are you smoking? But, I don't know. Whatever. Maybe Super was a bad example because they're both shonen. Anyway.
Yeah, like, what's the difference?
Alright. Let's not go crazy. Anyway, can I do my rant now about Alicizoroku?
Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen,
because
this is when you know you've known someone for too long. This is when you know you've known someone for too long. When he was like, "Oh, this is the worst episode ever," and I guessed it wrong the first time, but then I thought about it for a little while, and then I'm just like, wait, and then. Just go on. Brace yourselves, everyone.
I barely know it. Like, it was a slice of life episode. I'm gonna try to say as much as I remember. Sana wakes up. She has to do a bunch of chores, but she's abusing her powers because it's like to the point where she uses her powers to get the paper from the porch instead of walking outside, and she uses her powers to control water so she can wash her face, which is to me, it seems like you're using way more effort than just using your hands. But whatever. She does all this stupid shit. Grandpa Zoroku tells her, stop abusing your powers. Cut to them at their job, at Zoroku's job, where he's preparing flowers for a wedding.
Engagement party.
Which, by the way, the dude
Can we talk about that? Yes, thank you.
Yeah, let's talk about that real quick, because he's engaged to, like, a high school student.
Like, I think this is, like, her last year. Is she, like, a senior? High school senior?
So she's probably 18, but, like, the dude is a mafia boss who's, like, in his probably 40s or something. So, kind of weird. Yeah, just a bit. She was cute, but kind of weird. I would like to know more about that story and see how that happened. But whatever. I guess the show is trying to paint it as like, oh, isn't it romantic that love can? No, it's not.
I
It's
think
kind
it
of
was.
weird.
Like, I think it was like for like. I think it was done for like yakuza reasons, maybe like a marrying between family.
Maybe. Anyway, that aside, we get back to the we get back to the main episode. Zoroku suggests that Sana get a haircut. So she gets a haircut. And that is, it kills me whenever, I don't know why anime loves to do this, where girls with nice, long, beautiful hair have to get their hair cut and make it short and horrible looking. And she gets her hair cut. She looks like a young British boy now. And
she literally looks like Armin.
She does. She has like that bob cut hairstyle.
When
like
I saw the word Bob, I was like, "Oh God, no!"
Oh my God, it was horrible. Like, why though? She had such a beautiful. Anyway, so she gets her haircut. Then Zoroku, like while she's getting her haircut, Zoroku has to go do something. So he's not there. When she's finished, instead of staying there waiting for him because he's late, she runs off looking for him, ends up getting lost. Zoroku finds her. They go back home. She gets a cute pig as a lamp switch, which looks adorable. Doesn't distract from her horrible hair, though. And then she gets brought downstairs to sign adoption paperwork so that she can be officially a member of the family. All this would be wonderful, but I cannot stand...
Wait, before you go on that rant, because it's going to last a while, I just thought it was a really cute thing at the end, or they're like, where she like signs the papers and she's like all happy and they're like celebrating, and then at like one of the last words she says before the episode ends, "Are we married?"
Oh yeah,
that was so cute. I'm like, I love this episode.
It was a callback to earlier in the episode.
Yeah.
But anyway,
go ahead.
Anyway, that doesn't save it because I would have enjoyed the shit out. This would have been my episode of the week. This would have been my favorite episode. If it was not for this bullshit. And people think I'm joking. No, I hate this bullshit where girls get their hair cut, like, really short, like that. For no reason. Like, it's not a character development thing. Japan, stop thinking that girls cutting their hair is character development. It's not. It's stupid. Keep the long hair. It looks way better. Now she just looks like a little boy. I don't know. I can't look at her the same now. I'm thoroughly upset. I like I was telling Drew before, I was less devastated when she got shot.
Yep, which is why I put out that tweet.
Oh, you tweeted about it?
Yep. I want to know the kind of asshole that you are.
Listen, I was less devastated. I'm an honest person. I was less taken aback when she was shot. Like, it was like, oh shit, she was shot. But I can't, like, she gets her hair cut. I'm like, this is horrible. This is a fucking tragedy. Stop the episode. If I wasn't on like a time limit to watch this episode, I think I would have had to stop the episode, take a step back, and just do something else for like half an hour before I could resume the episode.
Okay. I
rant over.
I just never understood why you were so crazy about it, because
I don't know. I hate when long hair gets cut. Pet peeve. It's a personal thing.
But like, I feel like short hair can look cute.
It can look cute. You know what? Short hair looks cute if you're a character that has short hair and it looks cute on you. Not when you're a character that has really cute, nice, beautiful long hair that looks amazing on you and then you just cut it into a bob cut.
Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this cut was cute. Like, I also wrote in my notes that the new haircut is terrible. Which is why I figured it out, because I also didn't like the haircut, and I was just like, oh wait. I'm like, no, if I didn't like the haircut, I knew that fucking Silver Oni is gonna fucking flip.
Yeah, and it's not that I'm triggered by short hair. Like, I love if you're a cute character and you have short hair, that's fine. Like Urara from Hero Academia is my favorite girl on the show, and she has short hair. I'm fine with that. But I don't know, if just or Muramasa in Eromanga, I'm fine with her short. She looks really cute. But it's just that when you have long hair and it's an established look and it's part of your character, and then you just cut it and it looks worse, it just triggers me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if this is a Japanese thing, but I think in Korea...
It definitely is. There's like a 1,000... Oh, wait, you're talking about something else.
No. Because it might be the same thing, because I know it's custom, like, in Korea, like, girls, after they end a relationship, like, especially if they get dumped, like, they cut their hair.
That's a horrible custom. But...
Yeah, because it's like, it's literally like cut off the past. So...
Nah, it's stupid. That's a stupid custom. Keep your hair.
Okay, asshole. Well, yeah, why don't you go tell that to all Korea?
I will.
Your culture is stupid, and so are you.
That part of it is. But I mean, like, they do that all the time in anime. They do it with, what was it? Elfen Lied did it with Lucy. Sakura did it in Naruto. Yeah, there's like a million other examples that I'm trying to think of right now.
Yeah, those are the only two I could think of. Actually, I don't think of Naruto.
Yeah, but no, it's a common thing in anime. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Wendy.
Did you
Wendy. Wendy in Fairy Tail did it.
But she didn't cut it super short or anything.
Didn't she? I'm pretty sure she cut it short.
Like,
I'm about to look this up.
No, I don't think she ever had like a short hairstyle.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah, I know. I know you are. Oh god, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, she did. See it?
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me look at this split screen thing. Oh, Wendy! I thought you meant Lucy.
Yeah. No.
Sorry, the names are so goddamn similar. Wendy and Lucy.
They're not at all, but okay.
Wendy and Lucy. They're two names that I could imagine in like a musical about a fun musical, mostly white people in the 70s.
Sure, why not?
80s. We'll definitely go with 80s. But yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, is that why you like Hinata? Because she did like the opposite and grew her hair out.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe that's why I love Hinata so much.
Yeah. Also.
Except not. I've always loved Hinata. So even before Shippuden.
Oh yeah, you loved her because she was so short and weak and.
I like demure, cute girls. So.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, I hope her hair does go back, because I was just like, I was like...
I'm hoping so, too. I'm kind of assuming that it will, because I remember what Sanae said something about it, like, Sanae was pissed about it, too, and then she was like, oh, I can always grow it back, so...
Yeah. Maybe if we're lucky, it'll come back. By next episode. Like,
I was about to say, maybe the next episode will start, and it'll be like her with long hair. Maybe the animators will forget that she has short hair, and they'll just keep animating her with long hair.
It gets even shorter. She just goes bald. She actually just turns into Armin. Okay. It's getting to that point where we're starting to get really silly with it. So on that note, we're gonna go and
let's
end
wrap
things.
it up.
If you enjoyed this episode of DNA Podcast, as always, hit that like button. We really appreciate your support. Be sure to check out Silver's LP, where he continually trashes me.
Oh, please.
And continual trashing, continual abuse. And check out mine's, where, I only cuss him out once, because even I can't take it. But yeah, anything else you want to add before we take off?
Nope, I think we're all good to go.
Alright then, my lovelies, have a wonderful night, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Bye!
Later.